know this one. Aren't the stairs like immediately ahead of us?
Did y'all die?
Yep.
Huh.
Live for the company, perish for the company. Live, scout, retrieve, sell, repeat. Live, scout, retrieve, sell, repeat. Live, scout, perish, repeat. Over and over and over and over again. Hi, my name is Madimer. Today I'm going to be talking about an indie game that's taking the internet by storm, Lethal Company. A horror game where you and your fellow scavengers, mainly played by your friends, travel to different moons, each with unique environments, collecting scrap from inside buildings to sell to the company. What is the company, you may ask? Who knows? All I know is I must make quota each time or be fired for my negligence. The game can technically be played alone, although you'd be kind of a lunatic if you did. With up to 4 players on the vanilla game, it's sure to give you lots of screams and laughs. Did I mention this game has comedic elements in it?
Okay, are we gonna like enter in like 3, 2, 1 or like
I guess.
on one?
Okay,
Or...
ready?
Go.
Oh. Oh my god.
Not necessarily what the game offers, but playing with your group of friends is really what sells the comedy. One reason I believe this game to somehow be funny is the fact that it's not overly realistic like most horror games. You have Outlast, Dead by Daylight, and so on and so forth. And although I'm sure they can have their own goofs and gaffes, there really is nothing like Lethal Company in terms of how it seamlessly blends horror and comedy with the cel-shaded graphics. The gameplay goes as follows. Each time you travel to a moon, it loads a randomly generated seed, meaning, although the specific moon's outside surroundings are the same, once you enter the buildings, it's rearranged differently, making the experience unique for each search. Once you boot up the game with your friends, it is intended that you play with mics on in-game. That means no Discord, no Skype, no TeamSpeak if you were for some reason still using that, nothing but the in-game communication. Lethal Company uses proximity chat for communications, which means the closer you are to one another, the louder you'll hear who's speaking, and the farther away you are, the less you'll hear. You get the point. This creates an atmosphere where you'll be on your toes for the entire time, working as a team to survive, collect your scrap, and get out. The scrap items you'll find inside range from metal plates, to screws, to toy robots, to an air horn, to a V-type engine, and dozens more you'll find on your hunt to bring back to the ship and then back to the company to sell. Majority of the time, the higher the price, the more it weighs, meaning you must be careful on what and how much you bring back with you, because if you carry too much, it will weigh you down, making it harder to run away from things like the eyeless dog, or, from what memes I've seen about it, please waiter, bring me more mechanical keyboard users. Oh, you thought you were alone on these moons? Nuh-uh. Each moon has a variety of either friendly or not creatures that you will bump into. I guess an arachnophobia warning for those watching. You have non-threatening creatures like the mana coils that will fly away if you get close, locusts that will disperse if you run into them, you know, little harmless little critters like that. Then you go to them fuckers like the bunker spider.
He's doing a little dance and it's scaring me. Oh,
Oh, you did it.
oh my god.
Coil head.
Saw that same flip.
Yeah, he got teleported.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, get out, leave. The thing's here.
I'm looking at him.
Slime.
The slime is right behind us. I'm look, but don't back up.
Where?
Don't back up. Come on.
I'm looking at him. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
Eyeless dog.
Yeah, if he walks through the webs, it triggers it. Matt.
Forest keeper.
Oh, fuck me. Matt, run. No. The ship's here. The ship is here.
Beat me up, beat me up, beat me up, beat me up.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Beat me up! Beat me up! Please beat me up!
Snare flea.
I don't know how long it takes for it to actually go. Jesus Christ, little fucking cricket! Get away from me!
Oh no, the light that went off.
Oh, he's pissed at me.
Oh no.
Oh no, I can't see shit! Oh, thank you.
This little fucker named Thumper.
Run.
And a new one called the Masked, or Dramatic Masks, in which it possesses a player, and once they are dead, the body will hunt down another player like a zombie and then possess them too. It's the scariest fucking thing in the entire world, as well as it also being funny.
We should only have 2 at a time. Are you cocking back that shoulder?
Nick! Please get away from me! No! No!
Alright.
There are a couple more out there, but I will give you the pleasure of experiencing it firsthand when playing this game.
I saw Goku and nearly shit myself. Oh my god.
This game does feature some roguelike elements, mainly due to if you don't meet quota, you are then fired from your job, ejected from the ship, which then ends the game and forces you to go back from scratch. Luckily in this game, you are not always unequipped. In the terminal, you can purchase items that help you in your hunt, the most popular being the flashlights. If you have the money, I 100% recommend you purchase it. Mainly the Pro flashlight, as they are more powerful than the regular ones and cost only a little bit more since every building in the moons has numerous areas that are obscured by darkness. And if you want to have a better chance at survival, having a flashlight will help you out immensely. Another item, if you're not playing alone, would be walkie-talkies. These are a great use for communication for your team if they split off inside the building to make sure you are all safe. Or if one stays behind, they can keep an eye on the monitor to let their team know if they are close to monsters or items. In terms of offensive items, there is the shovel you can buy. This is not to dig up anything, but to instead whack at anything that you deem a threat. Spiders, your friends, unless it kills you in one hit, then you're kinda screwed.
There's no way, God help me, God help me.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Is he dead?
Yes, he's dead. She's being eaten.
The amount of creatures and how much of a danger they are is decided from a grading system that each planet has. If the planet's hazard level is a D, then there won't be many dangerous creatures. Sometimes you won't even encounter anything on the inside, sometimes you will. If the planet's hazard level is an S, you will 90% die. It is hell on the inside. Once you go in, you ain't coming back out the same. Overall, I never expected to have as much fun as I am with this game.
Don't watch out, the giant.
Oh my god.
Just... No, Barry, I'm so sorry.
You killed
Oh, I'm so angry, you fucking hive is right here. Everything's going wrong.
Oh no, I stunned him in his
Oh my god!
To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of scary horror. I'm more of a horror fan where things aren't as jump scary. I don't like haunted houses despite working at a place that did horror attractions for Halloween, I don't play scary games, and I don't watch super jump scary movies in that matter. But somehow, the way that this game has an immense pull is such a mystery to me. Is this what people feel when they enjoy haunted attractions? Although I praise the workings of this game, I do have some critiques. It's not perfect, but it's a fantastic start to a fun game. The amount of additional content like moons, monsters, scrap, items, it can be nearly endless. The game, as of writing the script, is still in early access, and for $10, it's quite a steal. Okay, so now for actual critique. No matter what moon you go into, nearly most of them on the inside are the same in terms of environment, unless you enter to a moon where the mansion outlay is present. It's always this industrial steel maze that, although is arranged differently each time, it tends to feel repetitive. The difficulty for this game doesn't change no matter how little or how many people there are, so the less you have, technically, the more difficult the challenge is. On the subject of the amount of players, this game is heavily party-oriented. Meaning, if you don't have people to play with that are your friends, it can feel pretty lonely. Which isn't really a bad thing, but in the long run with how the current game is, it isn't really worth it. Numbers do make a difference.
I can break these cups.
I know this next one is difficult to fix or change since this would be a case-by-case topic, but once you play the game long enough, instead of it being a scare fest where you would make mistakes or get by with the skin of your teeth, encountering the monsters becomes more formulaic and predictable since once you understand what each of them does, you can easily avoid being killed. So I guess in simpler terms, allowing yourself to be scared is what keeps the game fun. Some of these I actually had to look up since I was having a hard time coming up with my own critiques. You can't have sex with the monsters is one that I saw a lot, so I don't know how they would put that into a game like this. There is one that actually caught my eye, and it is something to take note of. The review reads as follows. I don't really get it. Run back and forth and hope you don't randomly die, I guess. I love SCP-esque entities, but it largely consists of don't be near them lol and run away LMAO, seeing as combat is not a focus. Reading about them on wikis and other sources is more fun to me than playing the game. Now this reviewer does have a point. Instead of it being a fight or flight game, it's moreover a flight, which doesn't really make it a bad thing, but there should be more of a reward for surviving. One way I could recommend fixing this is if you do end up taking down one of the monsters, you could bring it back as a reward and get a bonus for your paycheck. That way, there's at least some reason to not run away, but instead risk getting more bang for your buck. Because right now it really is, oh shit, there's a monster, run.
That's a dog.
There are a plethora of other critiques I could talk about, but I'm going to end it with this next one. No end goal. As stated before, once you fail quota, you reset back to 0. All items, all money, everything is reset once you start all over. Is that the main goal of this game, to be a roguelike, or are there plans to have there be an end goal to achieve? Could there be a different section of moons that are varied in monsters and hazard levels? Like, have separate sections of galaxies you could explore and have the ones we now play be Galaxy 1, and when you are in ship after quota, you could choose which one you want to travel to. Something like that. Obviously, it would be a ton of work, but I believe in this game. I especially believe in Zeeker's work. This game has loads of potential on top of an already amazing game. And with that being said, I recommend you take the dive and try this game out. Work for Lethal Company. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my Twitch!